Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Okay. I've got an itchy throat. We're going to talk about Jupiter. Jupiter. I want to grab particular cards as I'm explaining. I'm going to toss some cards before I put this up here. Okay. I think I'm good working with these real quick. I think let's work with these as well. Those aren't the ones. These are the ones. Okay. Welcome to the Big Blue House. Welcome. Good morning. All right. Alrighty, schnighties. Ding, 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 ding. All right. Sip of coffee. I'm gonna put my coffee up there. Good morning. A little bit of a sore throat. A little bit of Monica. Okay. I'm gonna ding that when we start, I guess. I really wasn't gonna incorporate that into my readings per se, but it looks that way right now. And I just looked and it was 222. All right. Put that over there. Make sure nothing interrupts that. Do a little ding. All right, Jupiter and Pisces. This transit goes until December 20th. It's the third transit that's taken place this year, okay? Because it's going into Pisces, it's more about like the interconnection, the self-care, the pleasure of certain stuff, the power of positive mindset troops. It's yellow, it's gold, it's ruled on Thursdays. You can eat yellow foods. You can wear a yellow sapphire. It's ruled by the ring finger. This is the type of influence where it's also going to influence you. It's going to spark you, inspire you, drive you, anything creative. Okay. Jupiter it's the lucky planet. It flows. Okay. So meaning like you can flow a little easier. It delivers it, it's a very welcoming planet. Here's the thing though. We have certain planets that tend to interrupt, like Mercury's, Venus, Mars, that are all in a transit right now. So it's kind of in and out between those three, especially in the next 10 days. Okay. So kind of need to work with those. Now, with this particular transit, I wanted to get the cards as I was speaking, but it keeps sending me back and forth. With this particular transit, especially if you have a lot of Pisces, it can blind you. Certain behaviors is it can be the negative qualities of certain zodiacs. There can be self-deception, just deception itself. People wanting to just self-suit themselves. It's things like that you kind of want to watch out for in regards to other people coming around. Again, because it's Pisces, you have this imagination, you're working with the cosmics, hidden mystic stuff, magical stuff. Jupiter has a lot to do with our morals, education, how we conduct ourselves, even politics, okay? Religion at the same time. So what I want to kind of see come out is, I guess, a little bit of both. You want a heads up when it comes to, other people's behaviors as well. But I also want to see the mystic side of things here, more or less, because Mercury and Venus are kind of bouncing in and out, and Mars is consistent until March. It's try not to let those energies disrupt, because this week, I want my ring. This week, it's a lot of in and outs with Mercury and Venus, more Mercury than Venus. So, Jupiter and Pisces, please. Jupiter and Pisces, please. So I'm excited because it's going to work on the creative part of, I think, of what a lot of us need. Creativity is key. Is key in life. Jupiter's direct is a beautiful transit. It's, it's a very fortunate time for those who have done the inner work, the self-care, self-respect. It's very, it's rewarding, whether it's with energy, whatever you look at as abundance. Jupiter direct. So this read is not to the 20th either, okay? It's just the beginning. I'm just kind of working with week 1. Thursdays, again, are the better days. Some days you can fast if you'd like. Again, wearing yellow, putting yellow around the house, eating yellow, working with just yellow gold. Not too many of us have yellow sapphires, but if you have it, rock it. So I'm reading kind of mostly the rest of November lightly into December is what I'm hearing. Because it is going to shift week to week, this energy. But the first initial beginning on how I'm kind of explaining things is going to last until December 20th. Okay. So that's my sister. So you're going to have to excuse me for 1 minute. Good morning. Good. I just started YouTube. I'm kind of hanging downstairs. And I switched the laundry over. So that worked. There is going to be some interruptions here and there, guys. Hopefully not consistently, but it is what it is in this circumstance, okay? So overall, major arcana, Jupiter and Pisces. Ooh, isn't that convenient? We have Pisces and we have planetary retrograde. So this is like the off and on with all the planets that were kind of going on, the eclipses, the transits we just kind of went through. So like I said, it's kind of lingering. I'm not going to look at this necessarily as the negative side or too much Pisces. And what I mean by too much Pisces is, especially if you've got a lot of Pisces in your chart, try to just kind of humble yourself. Just because you're a Pisces sun does not mean you have a shit ton of Pisces in your chart. Okay. But it's you are going to need to humble a little bit depending on, I guess, where everything else is transited in your chart. In regards to Pisces, symbolized by the fish, Pisces are full of compassion and kindness. They have the most of the spirituality and physicality connection to the zodiac wheel, approaching life from the space of faith and empath, intuitive gentleness and selfness, humanitarians who feel tremendous pain when the world with problems. Represented by the planet Neptune, Pisces are powerful, connected to the sea, and enjoying spending time in the water. So with the retrograde here, the fact that the planet is not necessarily going backwards, but the planets move in the same direction as the orbit and the Earth changes. It can create illusions, backwards emotions. Everyday astrology planets, aside from the sun and the moon, goes through a retrograde. Retrogrades are a great time to break free from the nature of the day-to-day things. In the birth chart, retrograde planets can indicate the ability to see matters with psychic perspective. Again, this is just kind of like a heads up to watch out for, especially if someone's in the shadow side, you're going to get the negative side, okay? But sometimes we are blinded by other people's behavior and other times we are not. And sometimes that individual is blinded by their own behavior. So just a little bit of a heads up there, okay? In regards to that. And we have wedding. That's not good, okay? this situation involves marriage. So for those who are newbies, welcome. But I've been saying this for a very long time. Dorian Virtue is going to hit me up one day and be like, "Why do you read that card that way?" Well, because I do. It is what it is. Um, it is. I think only once in the entire time of the 5 years of me using this deck has this card been positive. Um, it is linked to a past life. There's not a good scenario here. Okay. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Okay. That's kind of like the negative side. Needing to work on that. It could be the positive side too, where there's certain energies that kind of come in and you just gotta remember like that that inner connection, the self-care. Okay. The power of the positive mindset. Okay. Heart to heart connection. Honestly, discuss your feelings with each other. So, if an opportunity arises, whether it's intimate or it's a friendship or it's family, we have that energy that's also coming out. All right. In regards to lessons here, we have self esteem and friendship. Okay. There could be certain people in your life right now, important people, you know, in regards to this being, these are lessons, right? So it's self-love, it's inner care, it's respect for your friends. I understand that there's a friend in my life for a reason. This is accepting that. So you could be a catalyst or vice versa. So it's this is all day with the main, inner connection, self-care, self-respect. Um, so there might be lack of respect here, or somebody just has like a shit behavior. They're not seeing it. This might not be the best transit in regards to making a situation right, possibly, until unless this lesson has been learnt and behaviors change. But I can already see not the best behavioral types right off the rip in regards to certain things. Okay. Pink dragon for Andromeda prepares your chakras to embody the higher light. Accept the radiant light. Touch it with the flame. The golden Cyrus, no, not Cyrus. The golden solar dragon helps you stand in your masculine power with wisdom. Let the DNA reprogram the light codes activated. Become an inspired leader. Aquamarine dragon from Neptune enables you to access your deepest wisdom. Spiritually, wisdom is available to you. Deepen your psychic abilities and receive infinite knowledge. In regards to the retrograde, too, I know with the Pisces it represents the Neptune, but not. It's in regards to the retro. Break free, break from chains. Kind of want to be aware with the Neptunian energy too. That's like that Neptunian energy where there's too much Neptunian energy. So it could be pretty emotional. This is really about standing in your power, though, lighting your own torch, using the knowledge in your psychic abilities to your advantage, and not where you're kind of like overpowering a situation. I'm kind of feeling like there's a situation where somebody takes their abilities and uses it in a manipulative way. So a little heads up here, especially with the emotions. I feel kind of like a flow of emotions off and on. But you have the Fool right here is the major arcana, so it's a beautiful vibe. The transit I believe it's Venus. No, it's the Vesta. Um, I believe on this day it's 0 and 0. Um, I did screenshot this when I'm giving you this knowledge, guys. I'm always going to Cafe Astrology um, to give you, the certain stuff because I'm not an expert astrologer. I'm just giving you the basics. But I know there's 0 and 0. Oh, it's the other chart. But see how we're working with a lot of, well, we're going into the true node. We talked about that. But we have the Mars, the Mercury. This is starting the 27th until December 1st. Because we're working with this week right now. Mars is pretty strong at the 19, then Mercury, 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 and then towards the end it's Venus, Venus, true node. Okay. My degrees isn't on this particular screenshot, but this is about the vibration. It's about a new journey, walking a path, a new start. The opportunities there. Let's not forget it's linked to creativity. In my circumstance, my case, I'm stoked that energy is coming back around because I could use that particular pick me up. So that's why when I say utilize the planets and the energies, use it. And this is energy that might even just come towards you. And it's like, okay, what do I do? Whatever you feel drawn to do. If it's taking up, drawing, then draw. Pottery, then, whatever comes to you. Sensitivity, extra sensitive to the energies and emotions right now. Honor yourself and your feelings. I was really getting that vibe. Okay. Clarikinesis. Pay attention to your thoughts and ideas that come to you. The unanswered prayers. This came in last week. And spiritual understanding. I'm bringing you esoteric information and symbols and helping you understand the spiritual truths. So I just heard like a heavy week in the sense of probably the Neptunian energy, the emotional energy. I don't feel like it's going to be overwhelming. Okay. But you are going to have signs, synchronicities. It could be geometry. It could be something you read. It could be something you happen to notice as you're driving. So that this is coming your way. Again, this was in last week's reading. Just like those answered prayers that are coming to you. There is something strong here with the spiritual understanding, with esoteric information or symbols, some type of spiritual truth. So that's like working with the other realms. That's like the upside of Pisces. When it comes to the cosmic, the magical, the mystical stuff, what's hidden, and then all of a sudden it's like, whoa, did I just see what I thought I saw? Or wow, is that a thing? Or is that possible? It's that type of energy. Let's get right into, I don't want to get too deep into it because I'll give you kind of heads up in regards to certain cards here. And I was going to start with the wedding, but hold on. Again, I don't want to get too deep into it. Because everything I kind of discussed is here. Just remember who you are. Careful with your energy. Again, when it comes to the sensitivity and the energies and the transits, I think you're fine. Some of you might be more emotional. Some of you, it might be more, not frustrating, just maybe overwhelming. Just kind of like walk away from something if you get overwhelmed. in regards to, work, thoughts, anything like that. Again, self respect and standing strong in your morals are pretty important in taking this journey and going in some direction. It's beautiful that the fool here and it is probably really linked to the spiritual understanding. So you have the Knight of Swords reversed is a chaotic force, okay, with the devil, destructive indulgence. So, and then you got the moon, shadow delusion. So this involves marriage, whatever this is. I don't know who this is to you. I feel like it's somebody who kind of wants to overpower a situation, but it's reckless is the word I'm getting, especially with the chaotic force, wanting to make themselves known. It could have to do with the reading I did the other day where I kept saying, it is personal because it is personal. So keep your distance from that energy, because a lot of people with this too, it's self-destruction, self-discipline. You need more self-discipline, but self-destruction, it's people who like to avoid certain stuff, certain outcomes. So just a heads up there that there is an energy around you this week that kind of is disruptive, whether it's on your end or their end. It's the ups and downs of the transits. Again, I don't want to get too much into it because it's just not necessary. I want to keep more of a positive twist on this because that's what's important to focus on right now. Tell me in regards to self-love. So the more self-respect you have actually makes you more attractive. So this is kind of telling me like there's a situation where someone's like, yeah, lesson unlearned with the Three of Coins reversed. Somebody's just like not getting it. I don't know. There could be an addiction here too, or somebody who is shut my ring off. Somebody who is indulging, but somebody hasn't learned this lesson that self-respect and standing strong in their morals and doing the right things for themselves and including other people when you bring other people into your life. Someone's just not picking up on that yet. To me, that's not my spirituals. Okay. But it is energy that's kind of around you. Someone doesn't really have that self-respect or self-love yet. It's very clear. So it could even be one of your own friends that's just kind of intrusive. I'm not really sure how that's going to work out for you this week. Heart-to-heart connections. Please honestly discuss your feelings with each other. I guess if the opportunity arises, depending on who this is with and who it's regarding, then yes. I'm going to read this card upright because I can read it either way. With certain cards like these, I typically I want it this way. Eight of Cups, fear change, but I want to read it upright. It's still an Eight of Cups. It's still a stagnant routine. See, somebody's just not getting in tune with what's best for them right now. Not walking towards what they should be walking towards, not walking away from what they really should be walking away from. It's just a very stagnant energy, not really it is what it is, okay? Again, there's no need to get into that because we make our own decisions and certain opportunities, they come and go. And if you're not doing what's best for you, then, it's just you're going to have a tougher time in life. Let's get with the self-esteem. So this is a lesson, is self-love, self-respect, your morals. You got the Knight of Wands, fearless action, but then you have the Queen of Coins here, wasteful attachment. Five of Wands, friction, conflict. It's because there's somebody here not putting their foot down. It's a situation where like the elephant's in the room and it's just freaking sitting there and it's getting heavier and heavier and heavier and it's just, it's there's an energy here that's just keeps pursuing something, but you're wasting your time. You're attached to a situation, possibly a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. Actually, it's the Queen of Coin. I saw all the red. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It's just a woman that's not even really giving to you, or vice versa. There needs to be self respect here. And it's like you just there's an energy that just keeps pursuing something, and it's just an attachment, just wasting your time and energy. But that doesn't look like that's going to change this week because this is somebody who's out to pursue something. Because again, I'm kind of getting reckless because it's like very intrusive energy, and they're not seeing how somebody else feels in regards to a situation. So that's kind of a shame. Okay. Tell me about friendship. I understand there's a friend in my life for a reason, so I don't know if it's a catalyst. Okay. But acceleration, something quickly going. It's the Eight of Wands with the Empress, nurturing, creator. So there's a woman around you, whether this is you guys, a mother. There's, like I said in last week's read, there's a right person and there's a wrong person. There's definitely a right person here. This is probably in regards to my spiritualist. You are coming in, you're rocking the Empress energy, which is beautiful. You're definitely accelerating. Something's going quickly. In regards to what this is in this Eight of Wands, I'm not really sure. You got the King of Swords here, ethics over emotions. Tell me a little heads up in regards to this Eight of Wands. It could just be movement and energetic movement, because that's kind of how I'm looking at it right now versus a person, place, a thing. But the Ace of Cups, emotional readiness. It's like a haunted choice. So the fact that there's even a choice up in the air here when Spirit's clearly saying there's a right one and the wrong one, there's still an issue there because somebody's just is like, well, they don't know. Well, if you don't know, then definitely don't pursue the Empress. The Empress will fucking knock you back onto the fucking ground. Good luck putting those fucking training rails back on your bike because she don't got time for this bullshit. Because the energies were side by side. You were still dealing with somebody who has some type of wasteful attachment towards another feminine here. And now you have the Empress. Self-love, self-dedicated, nurturing, jack of all trades, take care of the household, take care of a business, take care of friends. She can do it all. She's the Empress. So the fact that you don't see, because somebody doesn't see that in you, because they don't have self-respect for themselves. How can somebody see the power and beauty in this situation if they don't even have self-respect for themselves? Because they're still attached to energy that it's a wasteful attachment. You're just wasting your time. So this could be a very harsh lesson here, especially again with the Lovers, because you had that other energy there. And the fact that it's still a haunted choice. You got the Emperor reverse, an effective ruler. This Empress is not going to waste her time with that. So I am going to leave this out in the aspect of this is my spirituals, and you have that self-respect, that self-love, the knowledge, the inner wisdom. The fact that it came out on friendship, you did the right thing, or you're going about it the right way. It looks like something clearly just didn't work out because it just didn't click for somebody, and that's not your issue. You're definitely accelerating here. So I would say your main focus should be this Fool, this journey moving forward, whatever's next for you. You've already mastered this lesson. And this is a needed change with the Fool. So spirit is kind of giving you something. And with the Strength here, you have an unquestioned confidence. You're just gonna go for it anyway. It's absolutely beautiful. This shift is needed. It looks like you're shifting away from an energy that just there was no reciprocity, there was no synergy. So don't let that energy get the best of you. Okay. I wouldn't even give that energy a second thought this week. Um, I'm very excited you guys had that change and that shift. Some of you, a slim number of you, the right person might come along and let go of that sticky attachment and come your way, but that was a message from maybe like 6% of you. Because this is energy of, I mean, I could say that and you're not even going to get triggered by that because this is such beautiful energy. You're not going to waste your time elsewhere anyway. You're excited. You need this change. You want this change. You're going to go after that change. You're going to pursue that change. You're going to have confidence. You're going to fucking rock it. So, helps you stand in masculine energy, prepares your chakras, enables you for the deepest wisdom. I feel like this is a preparation here. What's the overall message here? And I don't know if it's in regards to you or just other energy or it's just I just heard it's a solar preparation. So you might not even feel these energies. The Tower. Or you might. Painful transition. I don't know if it's yours or not, but you have lost the courage with the Seven of Wands reversed. So this is linked for people who are not in alignment. Okay. So again, it's, you want to get into alignment. You got to start doing what's best for you and not worry about other people's opinions or how somebody's going to react, however it is for you. But it's so clear that there was a beautiful opportunity that wasn't taken, somebody that really had your back, possibly even like a ride or die with this spiritual energy here, and you wasted an opportunity. And then it just very well may be the way it was supposed to go down. Again, I don't feel like that's a trigger for my spirituals. I really don't. You had to have learned a lot if you're sitting back on your empire, right? So Clarikinesis, pay attention, thoughts, desires, wishes, it's unanswered prayers, like I said. 4 Cups, arrogant wastefulness. Yeah, see, somebody is like a wish come true and they just fear change. 8 of Cups, again, it's just they're not pursuing it. Friction, conflict. They could, religion plays a factor here too. They could, Jupiter brings up anything that's valuable in regards to your own morals, your values. It's all about attitudes, religions, morals, again, education, politics. So they could just think something's like too taboo, but this is just like a making a wish and then getting it and then just doing nothing with it. It's very unfortunate. So again, sensitivity, that's clear. Extra sensitive to energies. Just honor yourself, honor your feelings, have that self-respect. That's enough said there. Spiritual understanding. This is definitely for my spirituals in regard to something. Yeah. I mean, you're moving forward with the Ace of Wands, a motivated new beginning. So I don't know what's coming your way, but It's shifting. You could even possibly even meet a new person for all I know here with the Ace of Cups, but this is more about self-respect and how you got to this Empress situation once again. But the Two of Wands has been coming out. You're definitely moving forward. You have the Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Yeah. Motivated new beginning. You have this here, lesson learned. You're definitely excited for this needed change, especially with the Fool energy here. And then you got the Knight of Cups here, flowing attraction. When the Knight of Cups and the Ace of Cups comes out, it's usually somebody new that enters your life, or it's just a very happy transit for you in regards to how something is going down. So some of you might actually meet somebody new when maybe not this week, but you're just going to be meeting a new energy um, as you move forward. And like I said, in this energy with this acceleration, and it's you're not even looking for that. It's just something that might come towards you because it's deserved, and Jupiter gives. Okay. Jupiter is very giving. It's a very fortunate time. So if you flow with Jupiter, Jupiter is going to, really show you some beautiful things now until December 20th. So you are moving forward this week in regards to something, whether it's saying goodbye and not looking back. It's you know a very needed change and shift. You in a very stagnant situation for some of you. So it's all about the choices you make and the directions you move in. So what a beautiful read. I will be back probably at some point a little later. Okay, guys, I love you. Um, and we will get into, there was another transit I wanted to get into and touch base on. So I will see you guys in a little while. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Bye, guys.